this is now my third time recording this video. The first time the video messed up halfway through, so I said, okay, I'll just re-record. Second time, I, managed to record 3 minutes, paused for a minute, because I had to stretch, and then went through the entire video, without recording, so that was also good. And then, this third time, that was gonna be the charm. This will be the one. These are just two, okay, so let me restart here. So, like I said in the Fortnite video, Apex Legends is a game I really enjoy playing. It's definitely my favorite, Battle Royale type shooter. As you might have saw in the, that opening card thing, I have made it to Platinum before, in Ranked, which is probably the top 25-30% of players, so it's clearly nothing to write, home about, or, saying I'm gonna be the next, pro tournament player, but it's a lot better than anything I have accomplished in Fortnite. So, yeah. So, anyways, this is, just 2 games I recorded. Just another regular session, I'm just playing, trying to have, fun and everything. And we end up, we're just playing pubs. So, just playing, public matches. Not trying to sweat too much, anything like that. So we landed on the new map from Season 7, Olympus, and I always forget the name of this location, but it usually has good loot, and a lot of teams tend to like to come here, but we don't encounter any teams here, so it's more of just a looting simulator at this point. Yeah, so my loadout, and I'm pretty sure it's what I keep for this video, is the repeater, the 3030, and the alternator. So the repeater 3030 is definitely a weapon that's grown on me. It's the new weapon this season. It came out with fuse and everything. It's a solid gun. It's definitely one of those guns though where it's like you either got it or you're falling apart with it. It's like the wingman. You hit your shots and pop off, or you miss everything in the clip, and you just, you walk away, you look at yourself in the mirror real quick, and you're just like, how have I done this? Very good gun though. I think it is anyways, like I said, not a pro or anything, but I've seen some of them using it in, the actual pros using it in, scrims and that winter circuit. So, G7 was also a really popular kind of a mid-range weapon, but just throwing that out there. Now the alternator was, I think it was this season, it was buffed to 16 damage, up from 15, so not a huge difference, but it is now the same amount of damage as the Vault, because the Vault got nerfed from 17 to 16. So, I've been playing with the alternator. Actually, that's a lie. I've been playing with the alternator. I think I started Season 3. The alternator has always been my go-to gun. I, just have a soft spot in my heart for the alternator. It's not the best. In fact, a lot of people would probably argue it's one of the worst. I don't know, I just like it. It's, easier recoil. It's, decent. It won't win you a lot of fights straight out, but, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just one of those guns I really like. Yeah, so that's the loadout I'm using here. Definitely trying to stick to more of that mid-range, poking weapon, and then a close range, like, shotgun, Mastiff, Eva 8, or the alternator. as a mid-range. Then complementing that with a shotgun, alternator, that kind of thing. Or like an SMG in general. I say alternator, but you know, that could be the R99 in some cases. I just prefer the alternator. But anyways, the start of this match is looking pretty good. I've got purple backpack, I've got a lot of healing, I've got the ammo I need. My 30-30 repeater has, you know, not much going on, but the alternator is looking alright. I do manage to find a scope for it on the ground there. The Gibraltar, I believe, dropped it. So that's looking good at least. So, you know, at least I have some sort of scope. Right here I end up crafting, you know, a 4 times scope. You know, just so I actually can use it as that real, you know, mid-range poking tool. Instead of just saying, hey, I think I see someone, hopefully I can hit them. You know, this gives me a better chance of actually, you know, accomplishing that task. Okay, so I get rid of the energy ammo, don't need that, obviously. What else do we craft in here? Shield bat. Yep, I do like to use it for the shield batteries. So we get 2 of those real quick, and then my team starts moving somewhere else, so I am gonna follow them. So I pick up those bats. Replicators, you know, wasn't a huge fan of them at first. They're like, hey, this is kind of dumb, but you know, they're a cool addition. Kind of makes the loot pool less random. Like if you can't find, you know, healing or shields or something, there's, you know, chance you'll have enough to be able to replicate them. So that is cool. I'm trying to remember, you know, just kind of what else I touched on in the past 2 recordings. Oh, I for sure talked about playing Pathfinder more. Yeah, so I've been playing Pathfinder, as you can see. I've never really touched the character until I randomly got assigned him in a match because I wasn't paying attention. And managed to win that one. Thought the zip lines were cool. Grappling was, you know, decent. I really didn't know how to do it. I'm a lot better now with it after having practiced it. Okay, so we drop on a team here. I pull out the 30-30. See in Bangalore off in the distance. Take a shot, miss a shot. Take a shot, miss a shot, miss a shot. Turn my attention to a Revenant. Take 3 shots at him. Okay, so I missed all 6 there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. Take a shot at the Octane up top. Hit him for 57. So that went better. But it's like, I was gonna say, it's like I've always said it, and this is not, you know, obviously my quote. I hit another one sliding in for 57. But you definitely miss every shot you don't take. So I used to be really concerned about, you know, wasting ammo or, you know, just being ineffective with my shooting. But, you know, just grab a gun, aim in their general direction, and shoot. Which, you know, sounds like horrible advice. Like, yeah, clearly that's what we're doing, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, don't be hesitant, don't be afraid to try and, you know, maneuver around the team, you know. Don't worry about your aim so much, you know, the other guy might be panicking just as much as you are. So don't sweat that. Alright, so we're getting shot. Shot from off in the distance. So I'm looking around, looking for enemies and everything. Go back to the box, because I think it's going to be safe. We do get Bloodhound, or sonar detected. So we have to be a little careful here. I hit the lifeline for 42, and she runs. That could have actually been a Bangalore too. It was hard to tell from that quick second I saw her. Alright, so I drop down because I'm getting shot from up top. I'm looking. I'm trying to get an angle on that team on the hill without being absolutely blasted from the guys up top on, I don't know what that place is. It's the one that usually has the gold loot in the bin in the back. Like on the top of the weird water slide things. So that team must have left, and my team is marking that there's an enemy, so I shots, knock down that person for 16 damage with the alternator. So we're looking, there's a guy up top. Missing. So I'm shooting. That did not go well. Our Wraith's down. Me and Gibraltar are healing up. I'm trusting him to hold the position because I have a Revenant down here on me. Okay, I managed to knock him. I think about going back up, but then I hear and see somebody out there, so I'm like, oh shoot. So he's blasting me. I don't know why he didn't come around that corner and push, but I zipline myself away. Preparing to shield bat up here. So I do that. Then I pop a med kit. I got Gibraltar with me. I think what he wants to do is go back up top, kind of flank around because he's hearing teams fighting. So I'm following from down below, ready to grapple up anytime. Alright, then he says to me, like, get up here. So I get up there real quick. And there is an enemy at the bottom, so I take a shot. I think it was an Octane. I missed, but zone's coming in, so I managed to loot this box and get the extended heavy mag, which is cool. Yeah. A little bit off topic real quick, but the, what is that called now? The Caustic, I think it's Caustic Town Takeover tomorrow. That's gonna be happening tomorrow. Yeah, sounds, fairly, okay, so I take shots at this guy real quick, hit him a little bit for, 40, 30 maybe. So he goes into the building, that Mirage. But anyways, back on, so I throw the thermite in. And I'm just trying to, get a better angle on him or hope my teammates are able to help out with this one. But that does sound cool with the heat shield, the new survival slot thing, which they're going to be keeping in. Sounds pretty neat. Excited for that. Be able to carry around a mobile respawn for, inevitably when one of my teammates dies or something. Okay, so Mirage runs out and ults. And we're just looking. Gibraltar's shooting at, that's for some reason I continued to shoot at decoys that had clearly already been shown to be decoys. Not sure what I was thinking there. Hopefully there was some sort of logical thought in my brain. I don't know what there was though, unfortunately. But anyways, the Caustic nerf is a big one in the patch notes for tomorrow. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out and see how many times he gets picked, see how effective he still is. I think the new Watson passive, the 0.5 shield healing every second, will certainly not, earth shattering or anything. I think that's a cool one for her. I've been playing her more recently, so I think that will be cool to do. Her fences to me are still kind of weak. Caustic, before this nerf, we'll see how it still is, but so much better offensively and defensively in my mind. In terms of holding down a building. Throw that gas, he's got good range on it. Or Watson, you go through these animations of waving at the fence, you gotta set two fences down together. It's a long thing to try to get those fences down. So I think that really hampers their effectiveness. The ult is good though. It saved mine and my squad's lives multiple times when using it. We once got ulted by Bangalore, Fuse, and Gibraltar all at once. It was a third-party attempt, and we were able to just sit in there and heal up real quick, because it's absorbing all these things as they're rushing at us across the map, expecting those to hit. So that's really cool. Yeah, so I'm just excited to be able to, see her have a better passive. Here's this Mirage, I believe, from earlier. So he does a good job with those decoys, actually. But I do manage to get the kill on him. So, so far, 1 kill, 441 damage. So it's been a slow game. We didn't really see many people till towards the end. But that's okay, you know, sometimes games are slower. I'm gonna be honest, I know a lot of people always want to rush into fights and this and that. There are some games where I have no problem playing a loot simulator. I mentioned it before, that's what we were doing at the beginning. I have no problem sitting there and looting. I enjoy looting for the most part. Obviously, I don't want to loot the absolute entirety of the match, but I like finding things from my weapons and, you know, being a little more prepared for the next fight. But, so we're down to 3 squads. That Octane, you know, jump padded himself to Narnia at this point. And then we see this other team. I was kind of hoping at the time that this was the Octane squad, but that's not the case. This is a full 3-stack. So I'm popping shield cells in the dome. I probably should have just popped a bat, but you know, you live and you learn. Next time they pop the totem right away, I get rid of Horizon and fall down. I'm looking to see Revenant, get rid of Revenant with barely any health left. So I drop down to pop a bat. I go back up, knowing that teammate is on them and distracting them at that point, and they're not pushing. I begin to heal. That's when the Octane made his move. Literal worst timing on his part, or maybe best timing for him, you know, whatever way you want to look at it. But he wrecked us. He wrecked our, you know, absolutely wrecked our chance at winning that. I think if I could have got Gibraltar up and he could have got his dome down, maybe throwing his ult, I think that would have been huge. But that Octane, you know, shot me in the back when I was rezzing, and we get eliminated right there, unfortunately. It's only a few seconds later, I believe, and then Octane, yep, there the Octane goes. So Octane is down and out as well. Oh, everybody would have been caught in the zone for a little bit too, huh? Interesting. Yeah, so that's kind of how the cookie crumbles. Good game. Good job to my opponents. Really good job to my teammates. Definitely carried me along there. I mean, it was pretty good damage for the amount of kills we got. We got 2 kills overall as a squad, and we had at least over 2,000 damage. Which, you know, by no means is super impressive. But none of us are also playing the game, you know, for a living. Or to enter tournaments or anything, but alright, anyways, moving on to the next game. I enjoyed this one. Just because at the beginning, and I might have accidentally cut it off in this recording, but actually no, I don't think I did. I think I just saw it. But that Fuse was hovering over Lifeline, and our Gibraltar really wanted that. So when he switches to Fuse, oh, I'm the champion here. Aye. Just shows anybody can be champion. And just kidding, of course. But he really wanted a Lifeline. So they're on the mic, you know, just messing around with each other, being like, hey, are you gonna be able to heal me? You know, you're from down under. Just stupid things like that over the mic. And the Fuse is just emoting the whole time. He's just having a good time, dude. He loves it. So we got that going on. I land up top with the Fuse, try to find some weapons. Get the alternator, of course, you know, Old Faithful. Alright, looking around. I hear somebody in here. So I pop in, come over to Fuse C, the Lifeline, so I'm just, you know, shooting. Draken's doing okay, so we're looking good. Get the EVA 8. I'm trying to catch sight of this Bloodhound before he pops in on us. Grab the shield back, grab the syringe. Peeking, looking. I hear him. just punch our Fuse to death, but I kill him with the alternator. So me and my buddy Fuse, we're doing good. We've got 2 kills now. So definitely good teammate. Appreciated him, didn't try to up and leave or anything, just was just ready to help out. It was awesome, love to see it. Sometimes, we all get those teammates where it's like, where did they go? What are they doing? Did you just leave me to die? I trusted you. Come back. So you go through like the 5 stages of grief. And then it's just like, Lord. Alright. Okay, so our Fuse is getting all healed up, which is good. We know there's fighting off there. I literally have super close range weapons. Yeah, there's one out there. So when I see a charge rifle go off, I go, oh, that's not great. So they've got, charge rifle Charlie over there, and then me with an alternator. So I managed to crack that guy. I planned on popping up here and absolutely beaming him, but he must hear me or, know it's coming. Because he beams me. He absolutely destroys me, and Fuse comes in to save me. So just like I saved Fuse, Fuse saves me. We got each other's back. Gibraltar also has my back. I stop healing to try to help the team. This Revenant's super low, we get him. Okay, so now I'm like, oh boy, there's one left. Our team's looking okay. Fuse goes down. Me and the Gibraltar are trying to shield up real quick. Okay, so I'm like, I got not great health. I see 2 down. I'm looking for the Fuse is marking, so I'm like, oh, okay, shoot, he's rezzing. Pulled the Eva 8 at the end there, and it's just such a good weapon. Especially, and I hate to keep referring to Morrow, considering we don't know how it's gonna play out, but Mastiff is gonna get a slight nerf. So I'm interested to see if more and more people are gonna switch to the Eva 8. They increased the fire rate by 0.1, which isn't a huge amount, but yeah, the Eva 8 is, in my mind, eventually going to replace the Mastiff in the meta, but we'll see if that comes true. I definitely talked about this in the last one, so I guess I'll do it again. The Eva 8, you see that skin I have? It's the dragon one with the the fins on the side of the head, or the wings, or whatever that is. Such a cool skin, but if you aim down sights without a scope, it takes up half your screen. Good luck seeing anything. But then again, I guess for the most part, with the Eva 8, you're not gonna want to aim down sights. You're just gonna wanna, put your track that as best you can and just pull that trigger. So at this point, there's somebody up on the hill, so I'm trying to get there. I believe it was an Octane. So I'm thinking, hey, they're off to the right. Let me just zip line up. And at this point, we're looking pretty good this game. We got good teammates. We're 3 kills, 432 damage. So I'm like, oh, there's someone. I was trying to wait for my team, but I also saw an opportunity. Right here. So I knock. Where is this? Okay. So the guy's just sitting there, Mirage. He must have been looking at my team or something, so I knock him. I tear into the guy down here. And then, unfortunately, though, Fuse gets knocked, and our Gibraltar is not super close, so he throws his ult, and we just hope for the best. Alright, and this is pretty much the end here. He tries to go for the res, but if you guys would like to see more of this, just let me know. But otherwise, I hope you have